There is no escape! Ha! Ha! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Insolent! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Eat this! Animal test 6308. Swirl, Mark 2.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a little shock.
Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry?
Enhanced animal module.
Try not to enjoy this.
This should be the place. But Santanomio is right. Doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious. Drawn out by the electro energy?
By royal decree!
Wind blade!
Phew! Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But what's such a huge Thunderhelm Lodge Earl doing here in the first? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Pepe? What a...
Wow, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
Are you alright there, buddy? You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come and... If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. Guess I came here for nothing.
Pepe, don't you think there's something strange about this one?
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it. It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Orobashi?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. When Orobashi attacked civilization, Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. Alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my... You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good. Hey, don't worry about...
Pepe's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly... Let's report back to Coco... We're back! Oh, look! Goro's here too! What?
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi... Goro...
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt Decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must... Goro, have you managed to acquire one?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, all soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be...
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms... No! Surely he can't have... let's go check on him.
Oh. Hey, guys. Just a moment. Let me get up. It's weird. I don't know where I'll... Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to keep fighting the Shogun's army at sea. If only I were stronger still. They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will. It's illusion. So, what's the difference? Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown... I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. This is a real shame. There I was. Guess I didn't receive the favor. Hey, when our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner.
Teppei. Hey, where are you going? Hey!
How's Teppei's condition? To seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but... sadly, a few have been...
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to...
Okay. I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to... This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. What are your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in... to organize an... If we want to stop them... It's dangerous to go alone.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plan.
Very true. I gave this some thought while you were... If we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I'm not going to stop you. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
the Delusion Factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Come at me! You can't run!
Windblade!
Killjoy! We've only just begun. I see through you! Looks like I went too far. This one's well done! You need to hurry up! Roast and fry! You need to hurry up! This one's well done! You need to hurry up! Roast and fry!
Odds revealed by...
You need to hurry up! This one's well done! Feels clogged!
second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanji Commission are...
Over here! The more, the merrier. Look at me. Just by royal decree.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! I just kept you need to hurry up! This one's well done! You need to hurry up!
Out of the frying pan, it's...
Wind blade! Yeah!
You need to hurry up! You need to hurry up! This one's well done! Roasted fried! This one's well done! Roasted fried! This one's well done! Roasted fried!
Hark! 'Tis thundering retribution. An omen of dark times ahead.
That.
Well met! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
No rest for...
You can't run!
Go as one!
Take cover! Looks like I went too far.
Go as one!
By royal decree!
What's this? You need to hurry up. Roast and fry.
Oh, goodness gracious!
You need to hurry up. This one's well
Go as
done.
one!
You need to hurry up. Roast and fry. You need to hurry up. unfortunate fault!
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that? Wait a second! Are they getting this from Rito? So the Conjure Commission are...
Windblade Killjoy! It only just begun! You can't run! This was well done!
Over here!
Oh, it's fun! Shine.
Utopia Killjoy! We've only just begun! You can't run! Looks like you need to hurry up!
Don't hit me!
This was well done!
Windblade!
Go as one!
You need to hurry up! Fry! This was well done! You need to hurry up! Roast and fry!
Go as
You need to hurry up! This was well done!
By royal decree!
You need to hurry up! Roast and fry! An unfortunate fault!
Yikes! It looks dangerous! We'd better watch our step or we might get hit!
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers! You'll never get out of here alive! That all you got? Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! I see through you! You can't run! Well, don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Almost. I miscalculated.
Go as one!
Now this idiot must have a death wish! Don't be intimidated! Lord Harbinger will be here soon!
Windblade!
Have a load of this!
No!
This was well done!
Power flows through me! Out of my sight!
This body belongs to ice and snow.
You need to hurry up!
Feel bite!
You need to hurry up! This one's well done! You need to hurry up! Roast and fry!
Go as one!
You need to hurry up! This one's well done!
Go as one!
You need to hurry up! Roast and fry! Fuel's clogged!
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger?
Signora and child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you. Oh, mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is...
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life, they were always going to die. With or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambition. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now, for just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life.
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. Eternity stretches. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the...
Hey, calm down!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills his factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh? You recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. Study humans a while longer, my little friend.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our back.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the Balladeer down on his... Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to think. Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops with their stronghold. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be so...
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative...
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically she shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be done. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. The grand notion of eternity she once held, and ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance.
You're a fast learner. In short, this... Don't you realize how special you are? Remember that you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity.
Wait, you're leaving?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. The aim is to try to not get hit.
Raiden Shogun.
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's servant.
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into...
Aw, Miko, you sound like...
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for anti-Raiden
There's a part 2?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a...
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave... Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, their
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary, it is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove... Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the
All of this sudden, you're entertaining guests? Paimon's really struggling to understand how you work.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a... Before one makes a plan, what is the most important?
Don't know.
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger. And unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean, inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you an... I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the show. She also appears to be standing right...
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the show?
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course.
It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance.
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its... And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission.
You're saying the Kujo clan...
Yes, that's exactly what I...
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the... He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujo-sara, but Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her. As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do though? We only have 3 days!
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a... What's going on? Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professor? She doesn't...
She is a member...
Oh, wow, a ninja? So was that one of those legendary Anyway, what's the Shumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsu. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within... Here's what I need you to do. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the 3 commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring... Now you're following. The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure...
Toma! Toma! You there? It's us! We're back!
The books were more interesting. What delicious tea.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our...
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something... I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for...
I see. You have been through a lot since we last... I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long... I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their report, meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy...
If only there was a way we could distract the
Yoimiya's firework!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore... While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost... Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so bad.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, this was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
The books were more interesting than the past.
Yoimiya, we need an extra-large firework. The super-duper big kind.
Extra-large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped-up one just a couple... But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears. Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on.
We'll give it a try. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
Special yakitori for sale.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots, we need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari. Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue. Is this really... Anyway, let's make...
Well, how did it go? Well done.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was I feel so... No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to... I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped off. Here you go.
My lady, what are we looking?
This sealed envelope must be an official report. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiae was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiae. I trust you will have a plan. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui and Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiae. She is...
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting. Let's pack up our things and get ready to...
The books looked interesting last
Lady Guji, here I am.
I knew you would keep your promise after all.
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go...
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan. And it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to...
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission... they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind...
So everything I've ever held on to. This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our... Yep.
Hold on, Traveler. There's some...
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered, or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend.
You followed me here? Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear? Good.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. I won't forget this. Withdraw. Brace yourself.
No turning back!
Show me what you've got. Don't hold back.
Nice and spicy. By royal decree.
Allow me to strike first. I dare you. Show me what you've got. Windblade. Watch your step.
Bonus one.
Get them.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Soldiers, quick! Allow me. Get them. Withdraw. Get wasted.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my order?
Master!
Go on, ask him. Don't let...
Master... The report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please!
So this is how my documents went missing.
Master, I need to know.
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came...
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed, and all they requested of me... For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like...
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact, he seems to be
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, but it's clear to me, you hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched...
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the...
hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun, for as long as she leads the way. But now I realize that the path... So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable and nothing you can do. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger.
Signora's the one behind all this? Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma and...
Sora stormed off! Do you think she... You can say that! Alright then.
Long as we have the Muso no Hitotachi, the people of Inazuma have nothing to fear. A self-evident fact. Yet...
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street mark. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What is she...
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty. I know. You can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate... so you came to expose my crimes? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? Almighty Shogun. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and pure. These other mundane details you insist you. For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you before you go saying something you can't take back. Remember that you're charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed. My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation. You are aware that the loser must die.
Traveler!
Then... A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Boba, get them!
Windblade!
Into the frozen void! Detestable! You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid.
Mein Fräulein.
Wind, hear me!
By royal decree! Nice and spicy!
The pale flame smolders!
Boba, get them!
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! reckoning! Embrace your searing reckoning! My royal immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it? Embrace your searing reckoning!
Come, sever night from day!
Not every wound will heal! Embrace your searing...
This realm is no home for a princess. This cruel fate befits...
Who dares call me a witch?
By royal decree, go as planned!
No rest for the wicked.
Go as planned!
All must burn!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Not every wound will heal! Embrace your searing reckoning! Barbados, guide us! So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure... The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you! You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Signora's gone! She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up! Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshukaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Oh? If so, then you Not so. Only the Vision Hunt the Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute individual what you might not realize. Consider this. Rather, those who have lost their life. Traveler, there seems to be. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What? That's right. Huh. I'm surprised. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will. So be it. Well then, you who... Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler? Strike dead! You are an enemy that requires special attention. Inferior. Inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Nice and spicy.
Strike dead. This ends now. I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Windblade!
Inferior. Strike dead. Strike dead. You are an enemy that requires special attention. Inferior. Strike dead. Inferior. Instabilities will be removed. Inferior.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Your verdict is decided. This one, a fleeting shadow. All desire can be broken. All will be severed. Thunder. Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals. Barely a scratch! Ha! decided. This was a fleeting shadow. Your verdict is decided.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people? And in the power of their... These ambitions have transcended space and time. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm... When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever.
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if...
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise.
But what your people need from you is not your promises.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100, but I have experienced it.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you... It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss. You are obviously lonely. And yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? This is your plane of euthymia, so it can only mean that you are happy to see me. But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory, so it will... Since you are willing...
What a chat. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you, plan? But, with regards to eternity...
You are the one who's been acting... As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was... So, maybe the reason Yaimi...
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler.
You literally told us to come meet...
I was...
Seems like...
Mm-hmm. Catching up. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious.
Sure feels good to finally They caused plenty of trouble along...
Wait a second. Did you... As in, the little thing that looks something...
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected.
Oh.
What?
I handed that over.
You did what?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. And I've kept it in the Grand Narok. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me. Thus the Gnosis became not only useless, but also... Is that not a good bargain? Exchange. Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck...
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done. Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few
Morax told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods,
Twin
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not... In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was Until
what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was...
Paimon feels like she understands A.
I didn't spend a great deal of...
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you described. But if you still have doubts about A, not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily... That's good to hear. Otherwise, given...
Don't worry, we aren't looking...
As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to invest. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my... That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Still, before A began...
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden...
No. The prototype was... The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps... Later, this Some eccentric geniuses in the The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis.
What the...
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence? After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey, so...
Yes, well, Sumeru is... But their obsession gives rise to... In Sumeru, knowledge is...
Knowledge?
Yes. I don't know whether it...
Lesser Lord
Oh, you haven't heard. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. Are you sure? Okay, then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have... Keep it safe? Is that all you intend to do with... There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the...
Who in their right mind would...
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question... I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you. Your ambition... Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is... Continue on your...